My name is Philip Good, and I have a question for you. Was the American Foundation inspired by religious examples from the Bible, or was it from as we're taught in school, the constructs of ancient Greece and ancient Rome? Isaiah 33:22 provides a blueprint for our form of government. For the Lord is our judge, the Lord is our lawgiver, the Lord is our king, and is he who will save us. There you have it, the three branches of government, the judiciary, the legislative, and the executive branch. In 1992, Sylvia R. Frey advocated that there was an explosion of American political creativity between 1761 and 1791. It started off in 1761 with fiery resistance from James Otis against the writs of accession. And you had the Declaration of Independence against the British. And then you had the Bill of Rights. And together, these, quote, actions embroiled a new vision for the public order. But was it biblically inspired? If you believe the writings of Milan Zafarich of 2024, who aligns with the 1960s New Left inspiration, he's very critical of the American tradition. And he quotes in his writings by saying, the assumed link and the equivalence of the Protestantism or Calvinist Puritanism with liberty, i.e. liberal democracy, is perhaps the most cherished political myth. On the other hand, author Aaron Shlalov, the associate professor and chair of history from the Department of Haifa in Israel, would advocate differently. He's written 3 books. The latest is The Star-Spangled Republic, Political Astronomy in the Age of the New American Constellation this year in 2024. And his first book was The Rome Reborn on Western Shores, and a historical imagination of the creation of the American Republic in 2009. But the text that we want to talk about today is his middle book, published in 2013, called American Zion, the Bible as a political text from the Revolution to the Civil War. And we want to specifically focus on chapter 2. And chapter 2 is titled as The United Tribes or States of Israel, the Hebrew Republic as a political model before the Civil War. So you're looking at the eras of the Revolutionary War up until the start of the American Civil War. In this video, we're going to focus more on the Revolutionary era. But what does Shlalov do? He explores the themes and the political concepts between the Old Testament and the formation of the American Republic. And he gives examples of how the two are correlated. And was the American Republic founded on ancient biblical Israeli perspectives, more along the line between the era of Moses all the way up until when the Israelites demanded a king because they wanted to be similar to the other nations around them. And his purpose of this chapter is that the full century after Locke and following the decline of the European political interest in the Hebrew Bible, revolutionary New England in particular spawned a similar and prolonged Masonic movement. So what did he say, and what are the similarities? He advocates that Americans were provided with a divinely sanctioned historical archetype. You had biblical constitutionalism. You had a model for republicanism and federalism. It described 3 branches of government, as we already talked about in Isaiah. It provided 13 states that were equivalent to the 12 tribes of Israel, but it required some critical mathematics. And it basically was the narrative between Deuteronomy, Joshua, and 1st and 2nd Samuel's and the Judges. And between that, he formulates that the tradition of Americanism derived not from Rome and Athens, but derives from Israel. Thank you for your time.